What's crack-a-lackin' tubes? Chillin' like an old school rock star villain. Cause you know my raps are the for realest in. I said chillin' like an old school rock star villain. Cause you know my raps are the for realest in. The 307 to the 701, bustin' mad raps for the day I'm done. Nah, but for real though. Yeah, our society is a trip, man. Let me tell you. First of all, our society makes you feel like shit if you ain't got no one special to be with. Second of all, society shoves sex in like 95% of our advertising, and then it shuns you for having it. You know, anything sexual is considered taboo. Do you see the irony in that? Oh, but then it gets even better. Our society is also very narcissistic and body image obsessed. Oh, yes. Can you believe that shit? So, on top of being body image obsessed and narcissistic, our society is also very much. They make you feel like shit. Society will make you feel like shit if you don't have a girlfriend or whatever, you know? And then on top of that, society puts a lot of pressure on people to have sex and shit. But then they also repress it at the same time. And then they also sell it in like 80 to 90% of the media and shit with the commercials and crap. Like, the fact that our society is like that is. It's so contradicting, man. And it's unfortunate, but yes, better looking people do get treated better. That's just how it is, you know? It's not fair, but what do you do? You know, YouTube, what do you do? You find your place in society as that's what you do. Instead of bitching about things you can't really change, you know. Now, when it comes to dating YouTube, you have to have the patience of a goddamn saint, if not more patience. People will say that looks are not everything. They care more about personality. And, you know what I'm saying? You can't really say you find that person's personality attractive unless you get to know them. So, what's going to draw you to that person in the first place? That's the way they look. Every person has a type that they're into. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? But quite often you'll find women complaining because men prefer a certain breast size. You know, it's stupid shit like that, you know. Meanwhile, if that woman is into muscular dudes, what do you think she's going to do? Trust and believe she's going to be checking that dude out. And the thing of it is, YouTube, you never hear men say shit like, I'm sick and tired of women just noticing me for my biceps. Because do you know how stupid that fucking sounds? Most men who work out do it because they want to attract the opposite sex, and that's just the irony of it, really. Yeah, women will complain about men having standards while having standards themselves, and it's kind of ironic, but what are you gonna do, you know? Smoking a Marv Smooth, got the window open so the cigarette smoke doesn't fog out the apartment. I get a lot of shit for being a heterosexual goth. People can't handle the fact that I'm so comfortable with who I am. It makes them feel insecure. And when people feel insecure because of my confidence, it makes them want to bully me on YouTube and shit. And it doesn't really do anything for them. It just makes them look really pathetic and desperate for attention. All it does is make me more popular on YouTube. So, you know. And here's the kicker of it. A lot of women will do this thing where they say the exact opposite of what they mean. And then they complain because us men don't understand them. Really? I think, and this is just my 2 cents, you can take it or leave it, ladies, but if you actually said what you meant instead of played some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Instead of playing some bullshit, you actually said what you meant, actually communicated. You would find that men would understand you a lot better, and you'd also find that your life would be a lot smoother. But you can't expect men to be mind readers. I mean, the ability to read minds is possible, but it takes training and what study and what have you. You can also influence people's thoughts too, and that sort of thing. There's a bunch of cool supernatural shit you can do if you tap into it. And it's fun to fuck around with. And it kind of gives you the upper hand sometimes. Being able to just magically influence the outcome of a certain situation at will. I noticed when after I got done painting my cane last night, I missed a spot for the black paint, so I wouldn't cover that up right quick. I'm letting that dry. And I got a little bit of black paint on the handle of it, but I got it off pretty much with some mineral spirits and some tissue paper. And the thing looks fucking sick with the new paint job on it. Like, that thing looks legit. Adding my own personal touch to it, you know. People ask me if I made it, and I said, no, I didn't make it, but I repainted it. And the new paint job on it looks fucking kick-ass. Watching my time, because I gotta do my thing, you know what I'm saying, YouTube? Got plenty of time. I will say this, YouTube, life is a goddamn hustle. It really is. You know? It really fucking is a goddamn hustle. You know, a lot of people would see this long ass hair and the spikes and the all black. They'd see this gothic looking hippie metalhead and they'd be like, who the fuck is this punk, you know? But I'm actually a hard worker, believe it or not. Despite what I may look like. A lot of people think that I smoke because I think it makes me look cool. Quite the contrary, I smoke because I enjoy the taste of it. And the nicotine's stress relieving. That's really no different than saying, well, if you go to the gym and you're a gym rat, you must be narcissistic and self-obsessed. And our society is also very judgmental, I might add. On top of everything else. Got some loose change in my pocket, stick it in the piggy bank so I can load up my laundry money again. Yeah. I got clean clothes for work. Good to fucking go, man. Where do I work? It's none of your motherfucking business. You stupid cocksucking trolls got me fired from a job I had at Wendy's, and it didn't do anything except get me a better job, make me more famous on YouTube, because when people heard about that, they're like, whoa, okay, so why would people obsessively troll this guy to the point where they get him fired from his job? What makes him so special? And that's what draws people in. So you're really just making me more famous on YouTube, man. And even if you do find out where I work, it's not going to be from my mouth, that's for damn sure. But even if you do find out where I work, they're not gonna fire me. I'm a hard worker, and I get my shit done. But just because society doesn't deem you attractive doesn't mean shit. Now, to be fair, not not every attractive person is a stuck-up asshole. There are a lot of good people out there who are also good looking, you know what I'm saying? But when you act like a stuck-up asshole, you attract assholes to your life. That's just how life works, you know. And unfortunately, you could be the nicest person in the world, you know, doing what you can to help people when you can, you know. And it wouldn't matter jack shit because there are going to be assholes out there that take advantage of that kindness. And, well, to be quite honest, it makes you want to keep your social circle quite small, you know, what I'm saying, YouTube. And when that new cane broke, it wasn't that bad of a fix, really. The head just came unscrewed. You know, it didn't take me long to analyze the situation. And you saw the repair video. Granted, I grabbed the Gorilla Glue that doesn't dry clear, but that's alright. Gorilla Glue still fucking fixed it. And, it supports my weight just fine with that Gorilla Glue on it. That's a pretty sexy looking pimp cane. I did an awesome job painting that shite. It looks fucking sick, man. And, yeah, letting it dry and do its thing, man. In fact, when I was walking home with it the other night, I waved the head at a light, and as soon as I did that, the light went out. And then I waved my cane again at a light that was out down the street from that other light, and that second light, when I waved my cane at it again, the second light was already out, but as soon as I waved my cane at it, the light from the first light went into the second light through my cane somehow. I don't know how the fuck I did it, but when I seen myself do it, I was just like, awesome. I can do some pretty cool shit when I tap into my natural ability. And what makes me chuckle just ever so slightly is these idiotic trolls fucking with somebody who knows how to do some freaky deaky supernatural shit. That really is just stupid on their part. Incredulously stupid, but... And eventually they get the impression that I'm pretty much untrollable. That all their efforts are useless and pointless. Anyways, this is, before I go, back to the judgmental bit of our society. Yeah, just because someone's a gym rat doesn't mean they're self-obsessed, you know what I'm saying? You don't know why the fuck they go to the gym to work out. Maybe it makes them feel good. Maybe they feel like there's no control in their life. And when they go to the gym, it's not only a stress reliever, but it also for them gives them some sort of control. They get to choose what music they listen to, how much they lift, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we live in a judgmental society that would look at somebody who's into working out and they'd be like, "Oh, that person's so obsessed." Like, you don't know that. What the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do hate how judgmental our society really is. It's disgusting. And really, think about this for a second, YouTube. Think about this for a second, YouTube. As a classic example, when people get offended by breastfeeding in public, that just makes my fucking head hurt. So much. Why, you ask? Because of all the shit I mentioned before in this video of how our society is. Like, seriously, if I'm at a fucking restaurant trying to enjoy a nice peaceful meal, and in the chaotic schedule of a busy parent's life, most mothers would, they'll take a breast pump and they'll pre-pump it and put it in the fridge so they don't have to actually do something like breastfeed in public, because unfortunately there are some people who get highly offended by it, and it's like, what the fuck, man? But sometimes you run out or you forget and you're in a tight spot, so you either have one choice: feed the kid or deal with the crying. And then if I'm at a restaurant, I don't give a shit. I'll enjoy my meal either way, and I would much rather, if the mother's going to discreetly breastfeed her child in public, who fucking cares? It gets the kid to stop crying. The kid's got to eat too. Shit. And, like, seriously, if you go to a fucking grocery store or a restaurant and some kid's crying their fucking eyes out because they're hungry, and the mother didn't have enough time to pre-pump and fill up the bottle, you know what I'm saying, because of a hectic schedule, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many fucking circumstances that come into play to where a mother would have no choice but to either breastfeed in public, discreetly, or listen to the kid cry. And most people would, I think, when I explain it from this point of view, would think to themselves, that makes a little bit of sense. If I'm at a restaurant that allows kids, at my own fucking table, trying to enjoy my meal or whatever, I don't want to fucking listen to the kid crying their eyes out. I really don't. I understand their predicament. It is what it is. I'm not going to say shit. But I tend to think that people who get offended, people who seriously get offended by breastfeeding in public are either sexually repressed or they were never breastfed as children, or probably both. I don't know if I can know. But what I do know is that you can't let society's bullshit dictate how you live. These fucking magazines on the fucking stands, this is what's in this season. Fuck all that, Dress how you want to dress. If you're comfortable with a certain style of clothing, then fine. That's cool, Do your thing. But don't dress yourself because some fucking fashion magazine told you to. That's cliche and bullshit. Anyways, this is King Cobra JFS back at you with another video, and I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.